This call is from a federal prison.
Shout out Mikey T, the movie star. This AR Ab talking to y'all from the federal prison. This is a jail phone I'm talking to y'all from, so you know it's special. I'm wasting my 15 minutes of jail phone call talking to Mikey T, man. So that's how y'all know I fuck with him, man. Shout out, Mikey.
I had to ask you about Meek Mill actually shouting you out recently when he was actually in a club or a lounge listening to y'all record together.
Well, you gotta understand that me and Meek Mill go way back before all the beef and shit. Before Meek Mill had a record deal, before I ever was, a big a rapper that had some notoriety, me and him was friends at one time. You dig what I'm saying? So, do all the bullshit, and then it wasn't never really just me and him head up, man. Except for the one situation, that Drake situation, we went head up a little bit, but most of the time it was just our entourage. So, and I kind of knew that me and him personally wasn't ever going to get into no physical violence or nothing. And we always been friends before that, and we talked after that. So I shouted him out of my rap when he got locked up. You know what I'm saying? He shouted me out when I'm locked up, man. It ain't no bad blood at all, man. I'm all about unity, man. I'm all about uniting the people, man. You dig what I'm saying? It's us against the government, man. It's us against this federal government. It's us against the establishment, man. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hate to hear about rat beef now because I know how they're going to use it against us. You know what I mean? The feds are targeting motherfucking rappers right now, man. And all the rap beef, all the rap lyrics, they're going to use it against you and try to cook you in trial. You know what I mean?
Yep, it's evident.
So I'm totally against that. I was happy he shouted me out. That's what's up, man. You dig what I'm saying? I just wish there was more unity in Philadelphia, man. You dig what I'm saying? I like what Lil Uzi Vert doing in Philly. He got he doing songs with all the new artists, and it's like 4 people in the jail who got a song with Lil Uzi Vert. You know what I mean? You never heard of him. I like that about Lil Uzi Vert and all that. He got no Philly. He got all the people. He trying to unite the people. I like what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I just hope the whole Philly come together and unite like that, man.
That's crazy, bro. That's what's up.
That beat me. It's only a minute left. I'm gonna call you back anyway. You can ask me one more question before the phone hangs up.
All right, cool. But yeah, yo, Ab, what's something that Meek Mill said to you that you always remember?
What you mean? Say it again?
What's something that Meek Mill told you that you always will remember?
Man, one thing he told me that I always remember was about him working hard, man. When I was out doing a whole bunch of knucklehead shit, and all the rappers that had buzzers do a whole bunch of knucklehead shit, Meek Mill was in that motherfucking studio working, man. That shit paid off, man. He used to be in the studio 7 days a week for about 10 hours, 12 hours a day, man. And that shit paid off for him, man. I was a knucklehead. I was in the streets doing all types of bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? When I should have been in the studio with him. When he offered me to get on his first mixtape, First Flamers, and I was in the streets doing knucklehead shit, man.
Ab, I really appreciate you giving me a call to talk to me, man. I know you have served time before, a lengthy period of time. What is it like now with COVID going on in comparison to the last time you served a little bit? Like, what's the difference?
My first guy here, we could be out all day. Now they do social distance. They let certain amount of people out at a time now. You know what I'm saying? So they lock one tier in, let one tier out for a certain amount of hours, and lock the other tier in, let the other tier out for a certain amount of hours. They switch it up. So, you know what I mean? If you ain't got no juice, no legs, you gonna be in your cell. But if you got legs, you could be out all day. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, you know? So you can't be out all day no more.
Let everybody know your health. Are you eating good? Is there anything anybody can do to help your situation?
My health is better, man. I'm working out all day. I just did 500 burpees earlier. I run for an hour. I might do burpees for an hour and a half straight, all burpees. You know what I'm saying? That's how I work out. Push-ups, burpees, and running. You know what I mean? I lost about 60 pounds since I've been here.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. It's good to hear that you're doing well, man. I'm going to try to do some different things out here for you. Like, I personally want to write Kim Kardashian about your case. I know she takes a lot of consideration when it comes to music and entertainment, sports and entertainment. So I think your case is something she should hear about.
I think the feds is targeting hip-hop artists,
Casanova, NBA Youngboy, yourself. I was just talking about it.
And they use my music and shit at my trial. That's my First Amendment right. That's another issue I'm gonna get back on the pill from. You can't use my First Amendment right for free speech as a weapon against me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got to do what we can, man. You know what I mean? But I know you're working at it every single day. I don't let it go every single day. I'm still thinking about it every single day. You know what I mean? It's a blessing that Dark Low is home. You know, I know you're coming home soon, Ab.
Yeah, I'll be home soon.
What's going on with your sentencing, Ab? How are you feeling about all that?
Oh, I'm gonna get sentenced. If I do get sentenced, we try to get the shit appealed. We try to get some shit happen before sentence. But if I happen to do get sentenced, like before all this shit comes through, I'm probably gonna get hit with a lot of time, but I'm gonna be right back on appeal. We talking like a year, you know what I'm saying?
You think you're gonna get hit with a bunch of time, Ab?
Yeah, but that's not it's the feds. That's not like it ain't gonna stick. You dig what I'm saying? It's guidelines they gotta follow. So, but we got some paperwork and shit in where though we trying to get it done before my appeal. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to get it done before my sentence. You dig what I'm saying? So before my sentencing, we're gonna get it done after the sentence. That's why I'm saying. Like if I don't get it done before my sentence, they're gonna hit me with a lot of time. But I'll be back like in a year and get the time right, taken right off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know how that shit goes for you, man. You've stood the test of time before. You know, you've beaten charges before, like what you went through with Cassidy, having to take it all the way to trial.
Yeah, so they did so much wrong stuff at my trial that I gotta get a new trial. So we try and get it situated now, but sometimes it don't go that way, and you might gotta get it situated after sentence. So to give me a new trial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because right now they're trying to throw out headlines saying that NBA Youngboy is going to serve 100 years in jail. They're saying they're trying to charge him for 100 years in jail. It's crazy.
One thing about the feds, like, I'm going to tell you something about the feds. Their whole thing is, they 9 times 10 they charge you wrong. And they got like, when they say like you facing a certain amount of years, it'd be like 15 to life, you know what I'm saying? Or 10 to life, you know what I'm saying? They be saying, oh, he's facing a life, possibly a life sentence, you know what I'm saying? People don't really get the life sentence. It'd be like 10 years to life, you know what I'm saying? They just say possibly facing up to life, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker might only get 10 years, but they were like, he's facing up to life, you know what I'm saying? That's that shit going to feds, man, you know what I'm saying? But 9 times 10, if you find your head up, you gonna beat them in the field because they're gonna make a whole bunch of mistakes. Their conviction rate so high because people take bills before they tell. Most people tell, and then a lot of people take bills and cop out because somebody told on them. So they gotta take a deal. You know what I'm saying?
Were you ever actually offered any deals, Ab?
They offered me 22 and a half years.
It's crazy. They offered you 22 and a half years. I believe one of my homies, Hot Boy Turk, actually got sentenced to 22 years and came home in about 8.
They offered me 22 and a half years, but all my co-defendants will have to take a plea to. If it comes down to me getting sentenced, don't get distraught by the number. I'll be right back. You think I'm...
That's right. Y'all hear it right here from Ab, man. Don't get distraught by the number. I'm not either because, you know, I know how this game is going to go from what you've been telling me. You got to fight this in appeal to get those years back. I've seen it go through Max B. You know, Max B went from 75 years to 12 years, you know, so we've seen it play out.
And federal is easier because they got a 97% conviction rate, but an 87% conviction overturn rate. So 87% of the people who get convicted get overturned and shit. That's how crooked this is.